I have recently started reading the book of Matthew, and there's one thing about me is that I love to find the depth and meaning behind things. And let me tell you, I've found the depth and meaning behind chapter 5, where Jesus is on the mountain giving his sermon to his disciples. Specifically in the salt and light verses, there's 4 verses here that have so much depth, encouragement, forewarning, and meaning that whether you're a baby Christian, a lukewarm Christian, or a Christian that's been on a walk for many, many years, I can guarantee you the depth within these words is something that you'll be able to take from. Now in Matthew 5:13, Jesus says to his disciples, and us now as Christians, you are the salt of the earth. Now I want to focus on the word salt. What is salt and what does salt do? Because as Christians, we are the salt. So salt is a container that holds vital, trace vitamins and minerals that is essential to every living being on this planet. Iron, calcium, zinc, potassium, magnesium. Salt holds those vital things. Now, yes, something can go without salt, but eventually they'll get a mineral deficiency, which will alter the quality of their life, ultimately causing a premature death. What else does salt do? Salt preserves, so we can preserve meat, fish, dairy, vegetables, fruit within salt, and salt preserves the goodness of things. What else does salt do? Salt cures, so we can put meat in salt, and the salt cures the protein to stop the meat from rotting and decaying. Salt also heals and cleanses infections, sore throats, cuts, abrasions, sore eyes. What else does salt do? Salt adds flavor. Now in this context, we're going to say flavor is the zest to life, the meaning of life, the purpose of life, the light and hope of life. And my favorite one, what else does salt do? Salt makes you thirsty. When you are mineral deficient, you crave salt. You are dehydrated. You are thirsty. So as a Christian, your life should be such an example that Christ is with you, that you are walking with Christ, that it makes other people thirsty for Christ. As salt, you should be making other people thirsty and craving God by your walk with Christ. But when the salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. The moment a believer stops living distinctly as a follower of Christ, what good are you to the world? Your salt has lost the saltiness, the essence, the vitality of being the salt of the earth. In the ancient times, when salt would get dirt or other minerals mixed in with it, it became impure. So it was no longer useful for food or aid. So they would deem it useless and throw it out onto the road, walkways, and pathways where people would literally walk all over it. But in the context of this scripture, being trampled under people's feet holds 2 meanings. The first one is you lose your influence and impact as a container, as a catalyst, as a bridge to get people to God, to experience God. You lose that essential essence that is required to inspire people, to make people thirsty, to make people want it. That is gone. The second thing, be trampled under people's feet. Once people see that you're lukewarm, once people see that you're not serious about your faith, once people see that you claim God but don't obey God, your faith loses the edge. Your faith loses the seriousness of it. Your salt loses the saltiness. And you, in the world's view, are deemed useless, just like the salt was thrown out onto the road when it was mixed with the dirt. Because how shall its saltiness be restored?